Imagine yourself deep underground, surrounded by solid rock and in thick darkness. You can barely see your hand. Suddenly, you realize you can't move. Not just a little stuck, completely, terrifyingly paralyzed. Your heart races as you understand that the very walls around you are threatening to become your final resting place. Cave exploration isn't just an adventure, it's a dance with danger that pushes human limits in ways that most people can't even imagine. These underground worlds are more than just dark passages. They're living, breathing environments that can transform from fascinating landscapes to deadly traps in the blink of an eye. Professional cave explorers understand something most people don't. Underground exploration is as much a mental challenge as a physical one. It's about understanding your body's limits, controlling your breathing, and maintaining absolute composure even when every part of you is screaming at you to panic. Today we'll look at 3 of the scariest cave diving stories that will haunt you for days. Prepare yourself for a dive into the depths of darkness where your own fear is only light. Deep inside the Ogof Ffynnon Ddu cave system, with its twisting paths and underground rivers, a young man named George started an exciting exploration. The cave was famous for its amazing beauty and tough paths, and it attracted skilled explorers. George had no idea that this adventure would soon become a terrible nightmare. As he went deeper into the cave's complicated network, a small mistake would change his life forever. A rock bridge that seemed strong and had been used by many explorers before suddenly broke under his feet. The ground disappeared, and George fell a scary distance, like dropping from 3 floors of a building. The crash was terrible. His body was badly hurt. His leg broke with the bone sticking out. A deep cut marked his cheek, and several teeth came loose. His ribs were cracked, and inside injuries threatened to kill him. The fall was so strong that most people would have died instantly. But George wasn't alone in the dark underground world. His friend Melissa was exploring the cave with him. When the accident happened, she quickly jumped into action. She knew George's life was in danger, and she was determined to help him survive. Melissa's strong spirit became George's hope. She talked to him consistently, asking questions, sharing stories, and doing everything to keep him awake. Her continuous talking was like a lifeline, stopping him from falling into a dangerous sleep that could lead to freezing and death. As time passed, Melissa understood how serious their situation was. They were trapped, and being rescued seemed almost impossible. The cave's complicated paths and tough conditions made it very hard for rescue teams to reach them. For 54 hard hours, a team of skilled cavers and rescuers worked without stopping to find George. They moved through dangerous underground rivers, climbed steep walls, and squeezed through tiny spaces. Every small step was a victory, showing their strong commitment and skill. At last, after what felt like forever, the rescue team found George. They carefully pulled him from the cave, his body weak and hurt, but his spirit still strong. The journey up was difficult, but with each step, hope grew stronger. When George came out of the earth's depths, people greeted him with relief and respect. His survival showed his toughness and the amazing support of his friend Melissa. Later, George would joke about Melissa's endless questions, playfully complaining about how much she talked, but he also knew how much her actions meant. Her strong determination and quick thinking had definitely saved his life. The Welsh cave fall became a powerful reminder of the dangers of hiding underground. It also showed the power of human spirit, the strength of friendship, and the brave people who risk everything to save others. George's incredible story of survival will always be remembered as a tale of courage and hope. Deep inside Germany's Reißenden cave, a dangerous situation happened that would become famous. In the summer of 2014, Joanne Westhauser, an experienced scientist, explored the cave's underground world, a place of amazing beauty and hidden risks. Suddenly, an earthquake caused a big rock to fall, trapping and badly hurting Westhauser. The news about Westhauser's situation shocked the caving world. A huge rescue mission, almost like a military operation, was quickly started. Over 700 rescuers from 6 different countries, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Italy, France, and the United States, came to the remote Bavarian Alps. all wanting to save Westhauser. The rescue was extremely difficult. The cave had a complicated system of tight passages, some barely big enough for a person to fit through. The rescuers made a careful plan, setting up camps along the way to give the tired teams places to rest and get supplies. The rescue used a complicated pulley system that showed human creativity and determination. The rescuers used their body weight to slowly pull Westhauser through the tight tunnels. The process was incredibly slow, with each small movement taking hours of hard work. The cave air was cold and damp, with temperatures near freezing. Breathing was hard, and the danger of getting too cold was also present. As time passed, the rescuers' strength was pushed to the limit. They faced tough physical challenges, dealing with cramped spaces and the constant risk of more rocks falling. But they kept going, united with friendship and the goal of saving a human life. After 11 tough days, a moment of victory came. Westhauser, hurt and weak, but somehow still alive, was finally brought out of the earth. His rescue showed the power of the human spirit and the amazing things people can do when they work together. The rescue cost a lot, both in people and money. The operation cost almost 1 million euros and changed the cave forever. To keep future explorers safe, the cave system was sealed, and special permits were now required to enter. The rescue of Joe and Westhauser reminds us of the dangers hidden underground and how far humans will go to save someone. It is a story of bravery, kindness, and the strong human spirit that will continue to inspire people for years to come. It was a sunny day in the Australian rainforest, making long shadows on the winding path to Jenolan Caves. Tim, who knew caves well, was used to this view, which promised exciting things below ground. Today, him and his friends were going to the Rojo, a tight space that was hard even for skilled explorers. Tim moved carefully forward, feeling the cool, wet air on his skin, which made him feel excited. The joy of discovering new places and moving through complex tunnels was what he loved about exploring caves, but he didn't know that this normal trip was about to turn into a scary situation. When he was moving forward to explore Rojo in depth, suddenly a sharp pain hit his body. A rough rock from the tunnel wall had hit him hard, keeping him stuck in place. He found himself trapped upside down, his body bent painfully. Fear started to grow as he understood how serious this problem was. Each moment and every hard breath seemed to last forever. People above ground were worried about Tim's wounds after hearing his trouble above ground. A skilled rescue team quickly came together, led by an experienced cave explorer. They knew how important it was to act fast. Time was critical, and every decision had to be made with great care. The rescue plan needed careful thinking. The rescuers had to work in small spaces, using special tools to slowly break the rock around Tim. Every action was dangerous. One wrong move could cause big problems. As time passed, the tension grew among the rescue team. They faced both body and mind challenges but kept working, driven by a sense of duty and a wish to bring Tim back safely. Finally, after what seemed like a very long time, the rock started to break. With each hit of their tool, Tim felt himself getting closer to being free. Then, in a moment of pure relief, he was out. He came from the cave hurt and sore, but alive. The experience had been hard on him, but Tim's spirit stayed strong. He had faced darkness, fear, and uncertainty, and had made it through. His story showed how tough people can be and showed the amazing power of working together and never giving up. These stories are more than just survival tales. They teach us about human strength, working together, and how far people will go to help each other. Today's cave explorers use better tools like special radios, safety equipment, and advanced training to stay safe underground. But caves are still one of the world's most mysterious places. Each tight tunnel is a challenge that shows what humans can really do. It reminds us that an amazing world exists right beneath our feet, a world that's much more complicated and exciting than we've ever imagined. These brave explorers did more than just survive. They showed us how strong people can be when things get tough. They proved that with good planning, teamwork, and pure determination, we can face almost anything. So the next time that you think about adventure, think about these stories. Real exploration isn't just about reaching a destination. It's about the amazing journey and discovering how powerful we can be when we're challenged to our very limits. Well, that's all for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up.